What's up, Coutureites? Welcome to another El Couture video. This is a really cool one. I'm happy to make. This news happened to come out while I was at the end of my vacation, so I'm a couple of days late. It's all good. So you know, if you follow my channel, you know I do a lot of done box openings. I've done a lot of Godzilla videos. I've done movie reviews, shark movies. I keep meaning to go back and do more of those. But my channel began, and my streaming on Twitch, with Jurassic World Evolution. And between the first two games, I put over like 500 hours in. So at the very end of my vacation, they just came out with like, oh, here's the new one, and it's coming soon. So again, we were anticipating for a while. A lot of people thought it would come out around now to go with the movie. And then when that became obvious, everybody started thinking it's going to be a next year game. No, it's coming in October. So we're gonna before we go over it, show some stuff up based on the basic stuff here. Some videos, the website and stuff like that. I thought we'd look at. I did not get invited to an event. There's the big Jurassic YouTubers, and then there's me down here. You know, so I don't get invited to things. I don't even make money off these videos. So obviously, because a lot of them have posted stuff that from their event, they got news that they got exclusively from this event, which means a lot of them have been sitting on the news about this game for a while, and they've been putting out these videos on, oh, will the Jurassic World Evolution 3 trailer happen here? What's going to be in the game? Y'all already knew, you little bastards. Okay, you guys already knew what was going to be in the game. But I digress. And they probably knew when the game was getting announced too. Probably had some knowledge of some stuff. All right, so this is the
we altered the course of nature.
So boom, right off the bat. I don't even think you get it in the first one. You kind of do. So can't. It's hard to make out from right there.
Altered the course.
But you get it from here for sure. Is we got babies. We're getting dino babies.
Unleashed
More
genetic power
babies
across continents. Now it is up to continents across continents.
So
genetic.
What can we spot already from some of these early clips? Back up.
Unleashed.
Obviously, get right there. There's that could just been the normal little viewing tower, but it looks
genetic power.
Malta. We get some continents. All right, so. This image is really awesome. This is, I'm going to say a Malta type map. We're not full size, are we? Alright, so we can see a lagoon over here with rock walls around it. So it means they're going to, and all this really cool looking rock features with steep drop offs. See a swimming pool, a couple swimming pools. So there's some aviaries. This cool over here. You see this rock structure here. So you know some cool stuff's coming because we got stuff that we've never been able to do before in the game. There's a zip line. So you know you're getting some cool new stuff.
Now it is up to us.
Then we have an aviary with some nice Japanese decorations. A bridge right there. So aviary. So you already showed you they're giving us way more decorative options
to nurture what we have set free.
So obviously we're getting a Japanese play. Obviously there's gonna be a whole Japanese build.
Chaos.
Ooh. Back up. Let's see. Let's see if we can find anything. So the trailer already showed you cool new stuff that making you getting you excited.
To help life.
Interactions, baby T-Rexes, baby Allosauruses, baby Raptors, Persalavus, Mosasaurus. So one thing we did not see is new dinos. So all these are dinos we've had before. But look at this! Look at this terrain tools. So they're building the crevice and it's putting all these rocks around it that make it look kind of like. That's really cool. As you can see, we got the slope, we got the downward slope. I'm not positive offhand what that one is. Downward slope, concave, up cliff, slope, ramps, rough terrains. So it fall off. So you're already getting, so boom, the terrain tools already 1,000 times better. Way more options right there alone. Oh, let's back up. So we can see there's water down here, and they put water here. Instantly creates a waterfall. So we're going to be able to make waterfalls. So that's nice. We saw the terrain paint. It was putting rocks and foliage in, so it's just going to be able to naturally paint everything. So another really cool thing there. Transporting that. Mountains on top, buildings on the cliff, some trikes. So we're going to have a male and a female version of the dinos. So the male versions, so they had to go back. So they've designed two new versions of pretty much every dinosaur. They designed a baby and they designed a opposite sex. So that's all. So they've had to do a lot of work. And we see that was a nest that they put in. So you're going to put in a nest, and that's how you're going to get babies. Okay. Baby trikes are so cool. Man, these terrain tools, man. Just look at these steep drop-offs, these cliffs faces you're making. It's one thing you've never been able to really do without, mods, is be able to make good cliffs. And my understanding from what I heard is they will work as barriers. So you don't have to completely throw the fence or use the invisible fence to tie things around. So that would be cool. That makes some really cool designs, really cool enclosures. We're gonna get a cool new little ATV vehicle here. It's gonna replace the Ranger unit, and it can be thrown off a cliff. All right, so here's a good like this one too. So we get the cherry blossoms that Japan's famous for. We got more Japan architecture. We got looks like the innovation center with a different type design to it. That looks like your typical utility buildings. So did that one show off any modular building? I don't think it did. So that was that one. Got a famous Jurassic Park music could get you in trouble. Okay, so then they released a gameplay trailer. So we get this scene power board. Let's turn it down. So petting zoo. We're getting the petting zoo. People go in and they can pet a Triceratops. That's so cool. So people have tried to tinker with this the best they can and to get it to kind of work with mods. They've kind of made some changes to help out with this a little bit. Like they made it like some people wouldn't be scared of certain dinos and stuff. But it's all kind of best you could do kind of stuff, right? So they've actually a petting zoo attraction. Also has been announced that there will be a hot air balloon attraction, which is from the J-Paw game. Maybe a river raft tour? Maybe. There's been a few possible hints at that. Oh. He's in this trailer. So we're learning that. So this should also give us some of the story stuff. So there's an organization called DIN, the Dinosaur. Was it Dinosaur Integration Network?
Welcome to the Dinosaur Integration Network.
Yeah, Dinosaur Integration Network. So we're gonna have the three factions again. I think we've had a bit in the past, and then there's also going to be the owners, and they're all going to have different wants and needs, whether it be entertainment, survive, conservation. Couldn't think of the word, or security kind of stuff. And you have to. So you're going to be building parks. I think we'll get a little highlight from around the world.
Or DIN for short.
So that's going to be where the campaign's mostly going to be about. We have the Mosasaur doing a shark feed. There's the pool on a kind of up above. Water fountains, lamps, benches. Oh, people are sitting on the benches. I don't think anyone's mentioned seeing people sitting on benches and tables. So is this just populated at the top of a building, or is this an area people can actually walk up to? So this is a building. Or is that just path on top of the building, or why are there people up there? Ah. So interesting. But it's going to have modular. Okay, well, I guess we'll let it out. There's modular buildings. So it's kind of bringing in examples of Planet Zoo style building, which people have been asking for.
Demanding site owners. We are taking paleo curation into exciting new territory.
Seeing everything moving a little bit.
Pioneers exclusively synthesized.
So anything in that view?
Female dinosaurs. We are also creating.
So yeah, female, male, genetic traits, male traits, skins. So the requirements, there's going to be scientists are coming back. Scientists outside of Sandbox, I mean, Sandbox you just want to build. During the campaign, I did like the idea of the scientist. I thought that was kind of clever. So I was somewhat a fan of that.
Creating males.
So I definitely see the difference between the male and
These
females.
animals aren't
The
assets,
nest.
but the beginning
And medium nesting area. 3 eggs. Leaves nest in. So you know when the eggs are going to hatch. You can destroy the eggs. It's claim. Triceratops juvenile. Ooh, look at that. Environmental reputation. See mother. See father. Oh, so look at this. So you're getting a really good idea of the nesting stuff here. A medium nesting area where many dinosaur species can lay their eggs. So we know there's 3 eggs. We know who's claimed it. What it's going to be. Alright, cool. So that's how the nest will work.
of a new evolution.
And then
And do keep an eye on the young
so
dinosaurs.
there's going to be interactions with the babies with each other and the babies with the adults. They can ram the fences, the other stuff. So here's some of the building stuff. So
Every site must be a perfect balance of
and you
security
can see you can
and
place
spectacle.
things. It's going to have the Planet Zoo kind of stuff to it there. Color changing.
But so is inspiring
Move the
the
whole
next
thing as
generation.
one. So you can completely design a building. This has got vending machines in the front, glass wall panels. So looks like they built that whole thing from scratch. So you can make beautiful parks. But they also bring up there are some people who aren't like I play Planet Zoo. I'm not great at making things. There will be blueprints and I guess base buildings that you can use just for prefab buildings. They're also going to have a special area like some games like Planet Zoo. Yeah, Planet Zoo works with the I think Planet Zoo works with the Steam Shop. Like a lot of games use what's called the Steam Shop, and people can make things and upload it and share it with others, and other people can download it and use it in their stuff. So they're going to do that, but they're doing it with their own. Which there's been some people who do some gruff about that. I saw some of the other YouTubers. You should use their store. Well, they want you to use their store because this game's going to be cross-platform. So Xbox, PlayStation, and PC who all have access to the same store. So I could build McDonald's on PC, upload it, someone on a PlayStation can download my blueprint for McDonald's and put McDonald's in their game. So there'll be ways around it if you're not the best builder in the world. So there'll be ways around it that you won't have to worry about so much. But just to give people who are really into that kind of stuff more options, that's good. Options are good. So here we see is the ramp feature. So he's building a ramp from down there to down there. Boom, clicks it, creates a ramp. He's going to do it from there to there. So you'll be able to make ramps. Making ramps with the old thing, trying to like do a slope uphill was a pain in the ass. Because you had to do this. It just got a lot of trickiness to it. There's the waterfall again. There's the paint tool. So it looks like we're going to have a lot more dinosaur statues, which is cool. You can also shrink them and make them look like baby ones too. We got a lot of buildings on the cliff edges, which is also really cool. We could put a hotel on the cliff edge, would be nice. I don't think we see anything else in this one.
As with any project of this,
There's a Brack, baby Brack. I think we've seen this one before. This view before. Yeah, this is a rainy view.
scale,
So
not
there's rain.
everything will go according to plan. As the park manager,
That's very
you
nice.
also need to
Ooh, more fountains. That's a good pause.
assess emerging situations.
Oh no, run! Periodics is chasing people! Security camera. So yeah, there's gonna be cameras that will help you like catch dinosaurs that break out and automated stuff. So this is like a security camera view. That's a great security camera view. Everybody run from periodics. So we've seen,
And get them under control.
and then there's our helicopter that stuns things, stun that baryonyx.
Din is here to make
So here's a very good idea. So for Jurassic World 2, we did mostly North American maps. They threw in the Nublar, and I think Sorn was on there too, maybe. I think we had a Germany map and a Malta map and England? Was there an England map maybe? I think we had an England map too. I think those were the only ones outside the US though. So Jurassic World 3, we're going global, baby. So we can see we have Indonesia down here. That's at 4 stars. We got Tokyo, looks like. That's 5. Somewhere in Japan. That's 5. Looks like we're going to have somewhere in China. Maybe, see, India should go like this. So yeah, I'd say that's China.
a difference.
There's Malta again. There's England. One of these is Malta. I think Malta's this one. I'm not sure where Malta's located. There's like Italy. I'm not sure where Malta is, actually, to be honest with you. One of those is Malta and one of those is somewhere else in Europe. You can see each star rating. So it's like with like we have with the first game where you can bounce from island to island and stuff like that.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but please.
Oh! So here we're seeing, it looks like Montana. That looks like Texas. I think we're going to also have, and what I've seen looks like we're also going to Vegas. I think I heard Hawaii. Then there's the bad guys that are going to be sabotaging you along the way. Turn off your power. Opening gates to let people dinosaurs out. So you're going to have that's your antagonist is going to be these hacker people that are trying to throw you off. So I think we're going to have deep water. So some dinosaurs will be able to go in the deep water and swim, like this Spinosaurus. I think I missed the part where the Brachiosaurus was in the water as well. So here's where we start getting some new stuff here. So there, obviously, nowadays with any game, you have the regular base game and you have the advanced editions. So the deluxe edition Get you 4 dinosaurs: the Guolong, the Protoceratops, both new dinosaurs, the Concavinator, and the Thanosdraken were in the last game. They were DLC added on, so they're not gonna. So we're gonna have to talk about that a little bit here. All the dinosaurs we get for a second game are not going to be back. Some people are huffing and puffing that 2 of the guys in the deluxe edition were from the previous game. They were, to be fair though, they were just DLC dinosaurs that were optional buy dinosaurs in the last game. I'm not that upset about that. I'm okay. The last game, they put one of the base dinosaurs as the deluxe edition, as one of the deluxe edition add-ons. And so I kind of feel, as long as the base dinosaurs are all there, for the most part, and that's what it's going to come down to, is like, are they going to take out base dinosaurs and resell them? Now, if it's a DLC dinosaur that's re-adding in, okay, it was a DLC dinosaur. Some people might not have had that in the last game, so it's not like it's taking something away. It gets different. So, like I said, that's a tricky ballpark. I mean, it is a new game, and they're designing all new dinosaurs. They're designing 3 of every dinosaur, for the most part. So, you gotta take some things. But yeah, you get those 4. You can get 3 vehicle skins. The Clark County scenery items pack. We'll go over that. A lot of people, YouTubers, obviously were not aware what Clark County was. It's Vegas. That's Vegas. A Mosasaurus Lux skin. The pre-order bonus is going to be a bunch of Badlands items, which would be, it's pretty much just going to be a bunch of stuff from the opening scene. Well, not the opening scene, but like the scene where we meet Alan Grant in Jurassic Park. So it's going to be like his dig site. A bunch of items from his dig site. The trailer, the tent, the thing with the Velociraptor skeleton, the little ground penetrating thing. So it's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool pre-order bonus, because that's just, if you don't care, I mean, if you're going to get the game no matter what, then you get some cool Jurassic Park stuff if you're on the fence, and you can always wait. And so, so other thing we want to talk about is apparently IGN has got a lot of hands-on with the game, and they've made a whole freaking review already for it.
You crazy son of a...
This game is truly looking absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to talk about it. So let's get straight into it and break it down.
Oop, I didn't pause that. So we get an enclosure here. That's a security camera.
Gammon's mistakes since the first
We don't care about the dude talking.
time I saw him make them in
So here's the manual shooting of the T-Rex. So let's see I'm going to see what else there. There's some trikes. Some vehicles. So there's definitely... Is this seen from the old one? Oh yeah, it's seen from the old one. Okay. So let's see, wait, what's that? Alright, see, where's the new footage at? The first preview. So... That's the first game. And then he's talking about how they brought in the Planet Zoo style stuff. Here we go. So you can see they're designing area here. So you got the water, got deep water, and no water. Now what I'm curious is if you're able to blend them together or not. Or will shallow water always be separated from deep water? So if you could do like deep water in the middle and then put shallow water on the edges of it so it looks more realistic, would be cool. I don't think we'll probably get that. But you see here, I think he's got water down there, puts water up there, and it created the waterfall. So if you watch, boom, 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 boom. So we get a nice little big cascading waterfall. So and there's some of the modular buildings. So like I said, you're building walls. You can build little pieces, change the colors. So like I said, you're going to be able to really make the building look really nice. Your parks can look as nice as you want them to look. This look Oh, we got the rail cars, nice cliffs. I mean, the cliff working. What I liked about the last game was I think it was a Utah map, but it was tiny. But it had a lot of really cool little cliff angles and stuff like that you could work around. And but the hitboxes were pains in the butt, so you couldn't really do a lot of really cool stuff. But here, it's gonna make playing with elevation, a lot more easier to do. You can be able to make cliffs and have things up high and low, so you're gonna be able to play vertically. So yeah, there's a waterfall, so you see better. So made a pretty massive waterfall. We can see the Planet Zoo type markers here where you can move up, down, side, so you can grab a chunk of something. You can see, boom, grabs this whole big chunk, moves it out. And you got a big arch. So you do this a couple times and it'll go around the circle. You can make a cave. And there's the trench, there's that waterfall, there's showing the same stuff in the trailer. Moving, so decorating like all the way up to the window things. We're putting air conditioning vendor, air conditioners. So yeah, you're gonna be able to like really pull taste. So the modular building is gonna let you do all kinds of crazy stuff with your parks. That's going to be really cool. If you want to do it just a little bit, not a lot. So there's, shallow, that look like shallow water. I don't think the trikes are going to be swimmers. Some raptors. What was that? One thing I keep just seeing is just the basic, most known dinosaurs. We get the mosasaurs. We're getting the triceratops, the brachiosaurus, the parasaurolophus, the I say that name. I know I said it wrong. I always do. I can't ever say that name right. The raptors, the T-Rex, the baryonyx, Allosaurus, Ceratosaurus. So we're staying pretty much with a lot of the basic guys. So no real cool new dinosaur. Look at the interaction with the mosasaurs. It's so cute. So the Quetzal. Showing more designs you can do on the inside of the aviaries and the lagoon. Oh, we didn't post there's a nest there. The lagoons also had stuff, so it looks like you're able to do this creative tools and modularly build in your lagoons, in your aviaries, so you can design them, put rock walls in the lagoons. Hopefully the animals have hitboxes that swim around it. Phone calls when you don't want them. It's good Godzilla roar though. So there's a difference in the T-Rexes. Where are we at here? We're only halfway. Let's see what else do they show y'all. Another little arch rock wall back there. So there's the maintenance building. So we're going to be able to add direct control. So you're going to be able to assign it to different areas like you did in the last game with the Rangers teams. What if we're going to have all the other stuff we got to do, like the medical teams and all that stuff? Repair and resupply. So here's a good option view. So we see many different versions of. So there's definitely the pre-made buildings. That's the security cameras. So there will be pre-made stuff you can use. Oh look, you can tell where the security camera wants to view it. Bad trike. You bad triceratops. What are you doing busting out? We got to see Gennaro get eaten on the toilet here. Alright, Jen, stop showing footage from the movies. There. Don't need footage there. So there's like the security camera range right there. So you seeing that? Did we just see this? The Triceratops just hopped out like doo. So you can ride up and repair it. So that's going to work just like the Ranger vehicle did. And then there's the tranquilizing vehicle. That's going to work the same. So you're still going to have those two things. Just changing it. And then that's the introduction to the Dinosaur Network. Boom, boom, boom. It's blue. Get past the movie stuff. Come on. Biggest movie flaw in the world right there that everyone forgets about. The movie shows you why not to make dinosaurs. No, the movie shows you how you need to have better security in your top private areas, like where you keep your dinosaur DNAs. It's usually a good idea to, have a security guard there. That's what the movie taught you. So I thought they had some new footage. Really focuses on this security guard part, ain't it? Did I back up or something? I think I backed up. Why is it showing the same thing over and over again? I think I'm over clicking. So it's showing the eggs, hatchery once again, the nest. I don't know why nobody had a clip from the game in there. But that showed off some other stuff there, not as much as I'd hoped, but yes it is. Then we have the website. It shows you the deluxe and standard edition. Now, the one thing I will give them in the world we live in, thanks to Nintendo, and Xbox has always followed suit, of increasing game prices. The standard game is still only $60, which is $10 less than your average game currently is. The deluxe edition is $70. Is it 75? It's 75. So $15 more. I mean, 70 would have been cool, I think. I thought it must have changed, I think, because I thought it did say 70 at first. Which is still cheaper than what some new games are costing. Because most new games are going to 80. So, price-wise, they're not as terrible as other people have been. Build your own Jurassic World. Oh, that's cool. But next installment of the word so construct. So it's going to tell you a little bit about you create the ultimate park, nurture. Fill your park with 82 awe-inspiring, magnificent dinosaurs, marine animals, and flying reptiles. So we know we're going to have 82 species to start the game. Which the current Jurassic World 2 population is, I want to say, like 130-ish, give or take. And I don't think that counts the 4 that you can pre-order, so that would add 4 more, so I would say 86 then, if you get that one. So we're going to have juvenile dinosaurs, help life find a way, play with the laws of nature, genetically modifying your dinosaurs and creating traits for juveniles so they will inherit traits from them. Enhanced interactions and social behaviors result in the most authentic depiction of these reptiles. Alright, so then we're showing you some of the buildings. So looks like there will be, like, this is the hotel. So the hotel will come with a base box right there, which is right there. And then you can design around it into what you need it to be. Groundbreaking construction. Creative potential groundbreaking. Tectonic. So there's the rearranging things. Adding waterfalls. Cool. I've only shown 2 American parks. Travel around the globe, Jurassic World, choose your path. So you should be able to bounce back and forth. Robust tools, new attractions. Ooh, create new attractions for your guests to boost their park's value. Talk about that. Prepare for the inevitable, which means sounds like storms and stuff like that. Control the chaos. Yeah, they're giving you a lot here then. Robust tools. Arm yourself with this data to increase your overall park rating. So we're going to have the exploring new attractions. The dinosaur encounter or leave dry land to gain a new perspective, creating unforgettable experience for guests visiting your parks. Which is there, balloon. So yeah. Oh no, I think we looked at all of them, right? Robust. Setting new attractions, so don't give you too much details. We have campaign, sandbox, challenge mode. So the basics there. So campaign, you'll be a park manager doing different things for different parks. New technology that everyone sees eye to eye with what you're doing. Work with the experts at the Dinosaur Institute to build and rebuild parks across the globe. Unlocking new locations, dinosaurs, and more as you complete diverse, non-linear scenarios. Build and manage your ultimate Jurassic World. Use Jurassic World Evolution 3's impressive suite of creative tools. Craft your Jurassic World 3 Evolution. Choose what to do. It's just like you expect. Challenge mode will put your skills. Different things you gotta complete. So on the basic stuff there. What do we got for news and media? October 21st is the release. Not too much there. Then there's the communities. Epic Globetrotting campaign. Trevor, never getting. You gonna? So, do you guys any details more about this? Including Malcolm, embark on his intention. No, they're gonna tell us. They're gonna give us too many details on where the maps are. All right. So next thing we'll look at real quick will be the Steam page. So there's options there. The trailer. It's the Badlands set. The Deluxe Edition. Generations. So it looks like the same stuff we got from that. Somewhere there's an image of the Clark County set. It looks like Las Vegas stuff. Help life find a way. Personalizing. Anything cool new here? Showing with over 80 all-inspiring prehistoric reps, 75 of which allow you to manage, breed, and nurture. So what was the count we saw on the other one on the website was like 82. Only 75 breed. So where most people are going with that is the hybrids. Most likely don't breed. So your Indom, your Indoraptor won't breed. Then there's like the other ones like the Scorpius Rex, the Spinoraptor, the Enclodoclus, what do they call the Triceratops? The Stegoceratops or the I don't know what do they call that one. So a lot of people pointing them. I don't think all of them are going to make it in the game. To be honest here. Plus you got the new movie things that might be in the game. Is the only disappointing thing to me about the new movie is there's going to be these mutant dinosaurs. Which I think dinosaurs are enough for me. I think the Indom's in the game. I think the Indoraptor's in the game. Scorpius Rex is maybe. And the new ones from the new movie are maybes, or they may be a DLC pack for the movie itself. And I think the other three are not in the game. So I think the other ones, animals that won't breed, are going to be small little dinosaurs like the Compsognathus, the Dryosaurus. Can't remember the names of the other little itty bitty ones. Like the itty bitty ones where the baby would be like super tiny. So I don't think they will be. So I think it's going to be a mix of a couple of the hybrids and the smallest, tiniest dinosaurs that were in the previous game. Well, not, or if there's new ones, or if there's new tiny ones, like a Microraptor or something like that. So it's going to be small dinosaurs, really small dinosaurs, or in the hybrids. And I don't think the hybrids are in the game. Create jaw-dropping parks with new creative tools never before seen in Jurassic World. So modular building, terrain editing. Build your sites with naturalistic enclosures using steep scopes and scenery. So you stand right there, you don't have to have a fence. Introduce stunning new attractions such as the balloon tour and the dinosaur encounter. So those mentions those two. Create, upload, and share cross-platform community creations using the Frontier Workshop. Browse the new best creations from the community, place them in your own park, or craft your own and for others to use. Then it's talking about using, maps filled with iconic locations such as the Montana Badlands, new locations such as Japan, each offering thrilling new challenges. Each decision will test your park skills. Setups to run as efficiently as possible with power. Boom. Scientists avatars are created using AI. So 64-bit processor, Windows 10 to 11, Intel i5, recommended i7, 16 RAM, GeForce 1060, recommended is a 2070. And 25 gig space. So that's like the basics of everything that's out there. So some people are mad. I've seen some of the top YouTubers kind of complaining that they don't think this should have been its own game and that they should have done this as an up DLC for part 2. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think there's any way in hell they could have done this as an update. There's no way you can do an update to the game to add modular building. That's no. There's some mods that kind of, yes, well, the modders could do stuff, and yeah, half those mods can crash your game at any time. I think even adding the babies would have been a significant major change to the base game. I mean, to the previous game. So I was like, I don't think these features, some of these base building features like that, would have been able to be implemented as a DLC. That had to be a new written engine graphically inserted. So I don't think this could have been just an update to the previous game. Some of the dinosaurs not returning. People, like I said, if they sell them back to us, which they probably will, that's a two-sided fence. Because, yeah, it's shitty, but it is a brand new game, and they are making a male version, a female version, and a baby version of that dinosaur that you did not have before. So, yeah, I'm okay. It sucks buying him to buy new DLCs for the dinosaur, but that's how the gaming industry works. You buy part 2 of a game, sometimes you have to rebuy some of the stuff you had in the previous game. And so not everything, you don't get everything from the previous game for free. Sometimes that does happen. I can't think of something off my head, but I know it does. So, alright, so whatever. So the question now becomes is,